Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Jimmy and this is Patriots Club. We're going to start today's episode off by asking a question. Have you ever gone to do a glue up and when you glue your pieces up, you have it sliding, twisting, turning, maybe going up and down? If you have had that issue, I have a solution. So there are a couple of different things that you can do in lieu of those pieces sliding up and down. You can either put those pieces on your perfectly good workbench, hammer everything flat, and then you don't have that issue. But you do have an issue when that piece glues to your tabletop. You're ripping up your part, you're ripping up your table. So we definitely want to avoid that. I have another issue. You can always get online and get panel clamps. Now, there are a couple of companies out there. I won't name any names, but you can get a mini set, which I'm guessing is somewhere around 6 inches to 12 inches for $100. That's a set of 2. Or you can maybe buy one of the bigger ones for $100. And that's coming with one. So there is another thing that you can do. You can get a set of 4 of them. Probably an off-brand is what I'm guessing. You can get a set of them where you also have to buy nuts and bolts to put your pieces together. And I do believe that you still have to have a piece of wood that goes all the way across your panel. My phone's dinging. You don't have to spend $100 on one clamp. You can always buy an off-brand clamp, which you can buy for $33 to $35, and you can buy 4 of them. So either way, you're going to be $100 or more. So I have come up with a solution, and I'm sure other people have done it in the past, but we can go to our local hardware store and pick up C-channel. Normally it's used for electrical work, running wires and things like that. But today we are going to make panel clamps with them. So here I have one piece of C-channel that's 30 inches long. And I got this off of MacBids for a little less than $5. I got 4 of them. I could use these and call it good, but instead I went out, I picked up a 10-foot piece of C-channel, multiple half-inch, these are half-inch by 4-inch, and these are half-inch by 6-inch bolts for longer boards that you're trying to glue together, washers, and nuts. So instead of being selfish and just using the clamps that I already have, or the C-channel that I already have, we are going to go ahead and cut this down. I'll give you the measurements and stick around and we'll see how they work. Off camera, I went ahead and came out and measured out 30 inches. We're going to want 4 of these bars at 30 inches a piece, which is your entire 10-foot piece of C-channel. So however you have to cut this, you can get metal bits for a couple of your different saws that you may have, or you can buy these pre-cut, but I'm going to go ahead and cut these for us now. Something that you always want to make sure that you do is clamp this down so this doesn't actually move around on you. And we'll get all these cut. Okay, now that we have the bars cut, let's go ahead and see how we put this together. Like I said, for this C-channel, I used half-inch bolts. And you actually put those half-inch bolts down on like this. into here, flip it, put your part that you're going to clamp in the middle of that, take your other part of your C channel, drop it on top, take your 1/2 inch washers, drop those on, and then run your nuts on. Just throw these on, and then tighten them down equally as you're going. And then you'll end up coming through and you can tighten these down even more with a wrench. But we're just going to put it on there for demonstration purposes. And then there you go. So you have 2 perfectly good panel clamps. Okay, let's go ahead and do a price breakdown here. I already let you know that there are a couple of companies out there, but no matter what, you're going to spend over $100. Whether you go with the off-brand or you go with the name brand, and you're going to spend well over $100 for panel clamps. Here today, for the C channel that was purchased, 10 feet, I was able to get for $30. So we have $30 for the C channel. I bought 4 6-inch, 1/2 inch by 6-inch bolts, which came to $6.48. I also bought 4-inch bolts, which came to $4.88. And then an entire bag of nuts for $5.38. So for nuts and bolts, I spent $17. And then $30 on the C channel strip. So a total of $47 to get, in essence, 2 of these clamps. That is a fraction of the cost of the name brand and a fraction of the cost of even the off-brand for panel clamps. Now, like I said, I spent $5 on this. Can you get this for $5 on some type of bidding website or somebody's trash, or even, for instance, this C channel in trash on a construction site, things that aren't being used anymore? You could probably find this anywhere. So this is a great project. It's nice and easy. With more and more of those noodle board orders coming in, I needed an easier, faster way to do those glue ups, and I wanted it to be more cost effective than spending $100, $200 on panel clamps. So I know this is a shorter video than normal. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if this was helpful. If you have any other comments or any concerns down in the comments, please go ahead and leave me a comment. End it. All right, everybody, thank you for watching, and tune in next week.